This is live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India Live. DD India, India's voice to the world. I'm Sakal Bhatt, and coming up in the next 30 minutes. ISKCON is centre of faith, philosophy and knowledge, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Inaugurates Asia's second largest ISKCON temple in Mumbai. Indian Navy gets 3 combatants. Prime Minister Modi says India is emerging as a major maritime power in the world. Impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol arrested and questioned by investigators in insurrection probe. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Asia's second largest ISKCON temple, which is being built in Kharghar in Navi Mumbai today. The project, which is spread over 9 acres, includes a temple with several deities and a Vedic education centre, proposed museum and auditorium, healing centre, among others. It has been constructed entirely of white and brown marble stones. In the hall of this temple, pictures of Lord Krishna have been used using 3D techniques. This temple is dedicated to Lord Krishna and has been named as Shri Radha Madhavan. The temple aims to promote universal brotherhood, peace and harmony, drawing from the teachings of Vedas. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Modi lauded ISKCON for its feeling of service.
सच्ची सेवा वही है जिसमें आपका कोई स्वार्थ ना हो। हमारे सभी धार्मिक ग्रंथों और शास्त्रों के मूल में भी सेवा भावना है। ISKCON जैसी इतनी विराट संस्था भी इसी सेवा भावना से काम करती है। शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और पर्यावरण से जुड़े कितने ही काम आपके प्रयास से होते हैं। कुंभ में ISKCON सेवा के कई बड़े कार्य कर रहा है। साथियों, मुझे संतोष है कि हमारी सरकार भी इसी सेवा भावना के साथ पूरे समर्पण से लगातार देशवासियों के हित में काम कर रही है।
Prime Minister Modi dedicated 3 frontline naval combatants, INS Surat, INS Nilgiri and INS Vaghshir, to the nation on their commissioning at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai. And with these inductions, India becomes more powerful, guarded and proudly moves in the direction of Atmanirbharta. Captain Sandeep Shri, the commanding officer of INS Surat, spoke exclusively to DD India's Shama Mishra on the capabilities of the ship. Take a listen.
INS Surat, which is one of the most potent warships of Indian Navy. The CEO is with us, Sandeep Shri is with us. Sir, how big of a day is today? And also tell us about the capabilities of INS Surat.
It is an immensely important day for us. And with regards to the capability, the Surat is the last and the best of the P-15 Bravo destroyer class of ships. So as a destroyer, it is packed to the punch. You know, the kind of weapon systems, the kind of sensors we have, they are better than the best. So you will not find any other ship which is more densely packed with combat potential, with the kind of weapons that we have. So it is an extremely potent platform which adds to the might of the Western Fleet and the Western Naval Command, and of course the Indian Navy.
So just tell us a little bit about the weapons, the gunnery that are there on board, and especially at the part where you're saying it's first of its kind in AI, in women empowerment. Tell us a little about that also.
So the weapon systems and the sensor package, that they ensure that there's a surveillance bubble which is maintained, and within that surveillance bubble, if anything approaches us within any domain, whether it is air, surface, or beneath the surface, that is a submarine or any other kind of submerged vessel, we have the weapons to neutralize that. That is the first part. Second is the AI systems. So AI systems, we are poised to be the first warship in the Indian Navy to have the AI-enabled solutions which enhance the operational efficiency. Indian Navy has a very gender-neutral stance. So you could be a male or a female. The opportunities are the same. Professional standards are the same. And this ship and many other ships and most of the ships of the Navy, have women on board in every role. We have a women commanding officer.
Thank you very much and congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, we've spoken to the commanding officer and also about the ship, how this ship is different from all its predecessors, and also the component of Atmanirbharta or the indigenously built steel or other systems is really high, that is around 75%. With camera person Kapil Maske, this is Shama Mishra for DD India, Mumbai.
Well, with the slogan of self-reliance, the Indian Army celebrated its 77th annual day in Pune. On this occasion, the Army Chief assured the nation of all safety and security, but at the same time raised a word of caution for the northern border which India shares with China. DD India correspondent Vishal Baristo brings you this report.
This is Indian Army, alert, agile and always ready to serve the nation. With chest out and head held high, the men in uniform displayed a gallant parade in front of their chief, General Upendra Dwivedi. After Bengaluru and Lucknow, this is the third time the Indian Army celebrated its annual day outside the national capital, Delhi. The Indian Army is celebrating 2025 with a mission of self-reliance and technological transfer. As the marching contingent passed by the saluting dais, the message was sent loud and clear across the borders. India is ready and always on the alert to safeguard its interest. The dispute with China on the northern border also found mention in the Army Chief's speech. It is to be noted that India and China made some progress in reducing tension in the eastern Ladakh sector.
We have to make sure that whatever was done in Galwan should not get repeated. It means our eyes and ears and whole of nation approach should be focused towards that. Whether it's a diplomatic effort or a military effort or even MHA in terms of CAPF effort. We all should converge on this issue and make sure that we should not get any such surprises in the future.
The Indian Army is also laying great stress on the women empowerment in the forces. The all-women marching contingent was a reflection of this mission.
Women empowerment is definitely coming up really well. So talking about the parade itself, so our girls, that is the Agniveer contingent, we have been practicing for last 40 days and it's really a very pride moment for us to march and give the salute to the Chief of Army Staff. So we are feeling really happy and great about it.
As the Indian Army put its best foot forward with latest in technological advancements, the highlight of the show were robotic mules in the parade. These robots have been developed indigenously.
This is a robotic mule and it is quite useful in all terrain. This is made in India and this is a great example of Indian Army getting self-reliant and also going through a tech transformation. With cameraman Yogesh in Pune, this is Vishal Baristo for DD India.
In Bangladesh, the Supreme Court on Wednesday acquitted former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia, her son Tariq Rahman and others in the Zia Orphanage Trust graft case. The court, led by Chief Justice Saeed Rafat Ahmed, unanimously overturned earlier convictions and sentences, citing the case was filed out of vengeance. Khaleda Zia, the former Prime Minister, initially was sentenced to 5 years in 2018 and her term extended to 10 years by the High Court. The Supreme Court's judgment also nullified justified this extension. Khalda Zia is currently hospitalized in London for multiple health issues, and Tariq is in self-imposed exile, and they have long maintained their innocence. A high-level Assam delegation led by Cultural Affairs Minister Bimal Bora arrived in UAE for a 4-day visit to promote investment opportunities ahead of the Advantage Assam 2.0 summit in Guwahati to be held on February 25th. Minister Bora highlighted Assam's growth potential, especially in infrastructure, energy and technology sectors, and emphasized the state's natural advantages in major projects like Tata Electronics, worth $3 billion semiconductor unit. Special Secretary said then Abbasi outlined Assam's goal to double its $69 billion GDP by 2030. The delegation also visited key UAE business hubs and focused on sectors like renewable energy and healthcare. The visit aims to strengthen Assam's economic ties with international investors. South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk Yeol was arrested on Wednesday, marking a historic moment in the nation's political crises. But Yoon Suk Yeol is exercising his right to remain silent, investigators maintained on Wednesday, as the suspended leader was questioned over his abortive declaration of martial law. Yoon's arrest follows his refusal to appear at the Constitutional Court and the growing fallout from his failed martial law declaration last month.
South Korean authorities on Wednesday stormed President Yoon's heavily fortified residence, leading to his arrest. The operation saw police officers and investigators from the Corruption Investigation Office scaling walls and hiking up trails to reach the compound, their second attempt to arrest the impeached president. Yoon had been holed up in his hillside residence, guarded by a small army of security personnel behind barbed wire barriers. Yoon was arrested over his controversial martial law declaration in December, a move that escalated tensions across the nation. The declaration, which involved deploying soldiers and helicopters to parliament, triggered mass protests and calls for his impeachment. Yoon's decision to declare martial law was seen as a severe overreach, leading to the political instability that eventually resulted in his removal from office. Yoon's motorcade left his residence and arrived at the offices of the Corruption Investigation Office for questioning. However, impeached South Korean president, in a pre-recorded video message, said that he had decided to submit to questioning over his failed martial law bid to avert bloodshed, even though he believed the probe was illegal.
저는 오늘 이들이
When I saw them break into the security area using firefighting equipment today, I decided to respond to the CIO's investigation, despite it being an illegal investigation, to prevent unsavory bloodshed. However, that doesn't mean I am acknowledging the investigation of the CIO.
하지만 공수처 출석에 응하기로 했습니다.
Yoon is the first sitting president in South Korea's history to be arrested, a development that has seen shockwaves throughout the country. Following his arrest, he can be held up for up to 48 hours under the existing warrant. Investigators would need to apply for another warrant if they wish to extend his detention. Meanwhile, the Constitutional Court is deliberating on whether to uphold Yoon's impeachment. The next hearing is scheduled for January 16th, with the nation watching with bated breath if his removal from office will be finalized. Harshita Oberoy's report for DD India.
People in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv took shelter at metro stations as Russia launched another air offensive on Wednesday. Ukraine's Air Force had warned of numerous groups of missiles launched by Russia amid a nationwide air...
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
This week on Defense Dynamics, unravel the secrets behind India's revolutionary CATS warrior prototype. What are these CATS and how will they redefine the warfare? Why is making fighter jet engines still a monumental challenge? We analyze the hurdles. Can Donald Trump bring an end to Ukraine war after January 20th? A geopolitical analysis you can't miss. Updates on India-Maldives defense ties and the evolving dynamics of Afghan-India relations. This Wednesday at 8 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Timeless, boundless, and infinite. The essence of faith, the soul of Sanatan culture. From the sacred confluence of Prayag, where divinity descends to earth. Witness the grandeur, the devotion, the magic. World's largest cultural and spiritual gathering, with over 450 million devotees expected to attend. Mahakumbh, India's greatest festival of faith. Exclusively on DD India.